Hey guys, it's Johnny Time. Uh, this is going to be a bit of a different video compared to the other ones. This is going to be much more of a reflections video since we have just wrapped up the Read to Master series, so I thought it would be a good time to give my reflections on how the series went, and also give kind of like my thoughts about like the channel as a whole and what uh what my plans are for kind of like future content. So yeah, let's get into it. So to begin with, I'm really happy personally with how the Road to Master series went because for me specifically, this is obviously, as you could tell, my first YouTube series, and I even said to myself, what I want to do is that as you can see, like it's been daily uploads so far, and I was like, I want to give myself a buffer of a week's worth of videos so I can just feed it into YouTube and get the algorithm going. Um, just so I can at least have that in the backlog. And I was really happy that not only was I able to do that, but very nicely, the series actually wrapped up 7 episodes because what happened in the last episode is that we were kind of like halfway from Diamond 5 to Master Rank, and then we actually encountered a Master Bison player. And because of that, we got like the points I needed to just like catapult myself into Master Rank, which was really nice. So that was that was really nice timing. So I was like, oh, like we're here now. That's really cool. It was also such a very interesting experiment for me because it's so different, like just playing casually, and then also like fundamentally playing for the purpose of entertainment. Those are like two very different things, I feel, because not only well, actually, I wouldn't say different. They're just like there's just more layers because, like, when I'm playing for like entertainment, it's not really that my gameplay changes, but it's more like I also have to focus on the commentary. Now, there are times where I don't talk because I'm trying to just concentrate on like getting the win. But fundamentally, it's about the commentary that goes into it as well, which is really hard to actually like play and also just do consistent commentary at the same time. I was like watching other YouTube channels, I was just like, hey, why are these guys not talking as much during the commentary? But I can see why it's actually really hard to do. So I was really happy to actually, with the level of like the ability to talk that I was able to. So there's definitely something that going forward I'll try and like look on and improve on more. And kind of like these videos is just like the ability to like be able to like talk more and kind of like try and make some like see the opportunity to make jokes and stuff and just do them and stuff like that. I feel that will come over time with just like having like better muscle memory and just like being able to like do the moves without having to think of them, and you could just like stop like saying jokes during the meantime. But yeah, so that's kind of like my thoughts on the Unranked Master Series review. Was really nice to do. Was really happy with that. Um, so what's next? That's a good question. I think the obvious one, which I definitely will be doing, is Ryu to High Master, because that's something I've never been able to do before. And I think it'll be a really good goal to do, though it will be hard because, and it will definitely take a lot longer than the Ryu to Master Series, because obviously there's kind of like the opponent's going to be much harder, and then the combination of the commentary and trying to like lock in is going to definitely take some time. So that's definitely something that I'll have to we'll kind of just like work on and like keep pumping videos out for and see how it goes. In terms of like the domain of Street Fighter, I guess the other thing is to just do other characters to master. Like I've kind of like been experimenting with like characters about the other Shotos as well. Like kind of like Ken not so much, but definitely like I've been experimenting with some Akuma. Though actually one character I've been trying recently, which is like the opposite of Shoto, is Zangief. Like going from like a Shoto to Zangief is definitely like a very different experience in terms of like the game plan and like what you're like trying to do. In terms of like being able to like looking out for like kind of like pushing your opponents and like seeing when the opportunity is to like kind of command grab them. It's very different play style. So yeah, like I think I'll think about it and see like what uh what I think would be the best thing to do. I think Akuma is like an obvious like second character because obviously like he's another Shoto, you know. But I'll have to have a think about it and see what I will do in the end. And then finally, I was thinking potentially of branching out into other games because, well, when I say other games, I mean other fighting games because currently that's kind of just like my jam of what I've been doing. Like, and also historic. Like, I'm the type of person, you know, that like I only really play one genre at a time, and also I kind of feel that for like the purposes of YouTube, it's like if let's say what's a genre I've never like done a lot of. Let's say probably like racing simulators. Like that's something I've barely played in my life. And so I feel like if I, let's say, try to do something like that, like because of just my knowledge, I wouldn't be able to bring like a quality video to the YouTube audience. So, like, I think branching out into other fighting games would be a cool idea. Like, I definitely think that like DBFZ is definitely something I'd love to do because that is a really just a cool video game from just like the player perspective, but also just from the people viewing it perspective. Yes, just a really cool video game. Just like just the what you can do in that game, and also just how the way the game looks, and just what kind of like combos you can do. Like I swear, with that game, you could just sit in that lab and just lab characters for like years. Like it's just so cool from that perspective. The other one I would also think of just like would be motivated to try would be like KI actually, because like funnily enough, because even though like KI there's not really like any news, it's just a game I really like playing, and I think that like you should just like kind of like play games that you enjoy, and try that. So I might have to give that a go again. I remember I was playing kind of during the last time I really played that game was during the pandemic. I was playing some Full Gore, but I know he got changed a bit during like the last season 4 patch. So I'll have to see if I'll continue playing with him or not. And so yeah, finally, obviously there's like like one of the reasons why DBFC would probably be the more ideal pick is because they just announced like Super Saiyan 4 Daima, like the new character, like that hasn't come out in like how many years, And I think also DBFC would probably be a good transition because in August Marvel Tokon is coming out, and I think that's definitely a game that I'm very much interested in picking up. I was really lucky to have access to the beta of that game, and so I was like, well, playing online really for my PS5, and so it was really cool. It was really cool to do that. And I'll definitely like be playing that game, and I think as well, if it's like a new game, like especially like Marvel Con, like the content train is just like really what's the word? Yeah, the content train, like more people will be watching it because it's new, So like there'll be more like content generally being pumped out about it. And then obviously the Avatar fighting game, like I'm a big fan of like the Avatar franchise. Like I actually watched it recently with my wife for the first time, and I hadn't watched it like since I was a teenager, and I was like, wait, this might even be a better show than I remember it, which is insane. Like it's actually really good, which is obvious because people love that show so much, and I do as well. Definitely my top 5 favorite shows of all time. So yeah, or what's it called? It'll be quite fun. Maybe the other one that's coming out that I'm kind of interested in is Invincible Versus. I'm not so like interested in like I'm not like because obviously that game is quite bloody, and I'm personally not the type of player that kind of plays games for like the core aspects. But like from a mechanical perspective, it looks really fun. So I might be picking that up in the future, but we'll see. Like maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I thought we just could wrap up the video there. Just kind of like my reflections overall. Really happy with how the Wheel to Master series went. I had really a lot of fun doing it, and like it's really fun to actually just try this whole like YouTube angle, which I was just like, like I watched a lot of YouTube, and like kind of things happened, and I was just like, yeah, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. You never know. You never know. So yeah, yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a really good day. I guess I should say, like and subscribe. That's my first like and subscribe. Man, I remember when others commented me that, I'd be like, oh, it's so cringe. Why are you saying that? But actually, like, you really do need to say it. Just like get into like the algorithm and stuff. Like, so yeah, like what's it called now? Now I'm doing the cringe thing. Just like and subscribe. Leave a like, leave a comment. Get the algorithm get these videos into the algorithm. So yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.